If you want to develop grit and you want to develop character, you have to go through hard things. And a mother doesn't want to see their kid go through hard things. Howdy, today we're going to talk about what's wrong with young men and why they're not getting started, and it's not why you think. This is not to excuse young men, but it is to caution young men and parents. So wanted to talk about how your parents are ruining your future. They are being snowplow parents. They are making things happen for you. They are protecting you from everything hard in your life. Not because they hate you, but because they love you. And if you are in the ages of like 15 to 25 and your parents are protecting you from hard things, what I would encourage you to do is to not be a victim of that, because it's a good intention. It's a good heart. And there's no real reason to leave it. And that's why people get stuck in it. They're doing a good thing, helping you, but you need to be a good man, and good men make hard decisions. And that's like moving out of your parents' house. It's like getting a job. That's like not taking their handouts. That's like not letting them buy everything for you, buy your car, pay your gas, pay your insurance, all those kind of things. Why are they doing this? Their parents made their life really hard, and they don't want to pass that on you. They want to make your life, they want to give you a blessing they didn't have, which is prosperity. It is not going through all the difficult things that they went through. But what they don't realize they're doing is they're robbing a young man of the hunger that's going to make them great. If you want to develop grit and you want to develop character, you have to go through hard things. And a mother doesn't want to see their kid go through hard things. Some fathers do, but most fathers are just checked out. They're not super engaged. When I grew up, there was something called helicopter parents. They were just always around trying to make sure everything was good. Snowplow parents aren't even doing that. They're out ahead, making sure that there's never a problem that gets to you as a kid. And as a young guy, you need to find challenges, solve problems, and make your life difficult. Challenge yourself to pay rent. Challenge yourself to pay for everything, all your car bills, your health insurance, all the things you need to pay for. Challenge yourself to do it. And you don't have to, but I would say you do have to. Because if you want to be the kind of man that can provide for a wife and kids, you need to leave your father and mother. Do you need to do that immediately? No. Set aside a season, like 6 to 12 months, where you're like, all right, mom and dad, I appreciate you. I love you. I'm so grateful for all that you're doing for me, because I know you love me. And take that time, set it aside to pay off debt, to build up savings, to prepare to launch out into the world. At some point, you do need to launch out into the world. So you need to set a hard deadline for yourself, or else it's just going to kind of stay comfortable and there's no reason to ever do it. And it's an easy trap to fall into because it's not uncomfortable. It's very comfortable. It's great. Why should you do anything other than some Uber Eats or Lyft to pay for some bills here or there? That's the thing that'll make sure you never get married. It'll make sure you never have kids. It'll make sure you never have generational wealth, is if you stay comfortable. Again, it's out of a good heart. Your parents love you. They're trying to protect you. The best way to honor your parents is to launch out. And so for a season, appreciate it. Say, mom and dad, thank you. I'm going to take this time. I'm going to set aside. I'm going to have a goal of saving 10 grand, 15 grand, whatever. And I'm going to take that money and I'm going to launch out into the world. I'm going to invest it. I'm going to pay my own rent. I'm going to get my own job. And then I'm going to date a girl and marry her. I think for a lot of young men, it's hard to go from your parents' house to marriage. There's some things in between you need to learn. And that could be going to college and living in a dorm, that kind of thing. But you need to learn to do your laundry. You need to learn to do your dishes. You need to clean up after yourself. You need to wash your car. You need to iron your clothes. You need to be presentable without your mom, because you'll go from your mom to your wife and you'll treat your wife like your mom. And young men, we don't want you to do that. We want you to be a respectable man. And if a woman needs to treat you like a son and mother you, she will never respect you, and that will not be a good relationship for you. Launching out in the world is vital to be a man that marries a woman. That's why it says leave father and mother and then hold fast to a wife. And then first step, if you want to get married, is to move out of your parents' house. There may be some steps before then, like saving up money, paying off debt, things like that. But if you're just kind of coasting because your parents are making things comfortable, it's fine. Do that. I mean, that's totally okay, unless you want to be a great man one day. Then you need to make yourself uncomfortable. You need to challenge yourself. You need to push yourself. I would challenge you that your free time shouldn't be spent on video games or hobbies. It should be spent on things that make money, because you need to generate cash, revenue, profit now so that you get the snowball rolling early in life. If you do that, it is crazy what compound interest does, what generational wealth is created when you work hard early. And if you're the kind of man that works hard early now, you'll be the kind of man a wife can depend on. You'll be the kind of man a kid can depend on. You'll be the kind of man a daughter looks up to and wants to marry one day. But that doesn't start when you get married. It starts now. It starts when you move out of your parents' house, when you stop letting them take all the hardship from your life. And again, the comfort crisis. It's easy to stay comfortable. Why would you change anything? There's no pain that's causing you to get out. You have to create that pain for yourself, or there will be pain later in your life. Young men need to learn how to take responsibility, to carry a load. And the only way to do that is to leave father and mother. I fully believe that. I was out on my own for, I think, probably like 12 to 18 months before I married Ashley. But it was really good transitioning from living with my parents to being out on my own, paying rent, understanding what that's like, then being married. And once you get married, like, finances work out way better because if there's no kids, you should have two incomes. You should be able to provide well. You're not driving around doing all these expensive dates. Marriage is awesome. Get married as soon as you can. But that in-between period, you learn what it's like to pay rent. You learn what it's like to transfer utilities into your name. Like, you got to learn to do some of the adult things. And that's not going to happen when your mom is paying your utilities. I just challenge you, get out of your parents' house at some point if you want to get married, because it's going to make you learn things that will make you a man. There's no way to become a man without leaving father and mother. So, the big problem, snowplow parents, but you're not a victim. You don't get to be a victim of snowplow parents. Although it's one of the biggest crises of young manhood, I think, that's anywhere out there right now. It's comfort. Comfort will kill the next generation of men. And so, young men, take responsibility. See this as a problem, but appreciate your parents. Your parents aren't the problem. They love you. They're doing a great thing for you. Appreciate that. Honor them by taking advantage of it. So, hey, mom and dad, for the next 12 months, I'm going to save money, and then I'm moving out because I want to be the kind of man that a wife respects. So save up money, do what you say you're going to do, practice following through, and then move out. And then you will be the kind of man a woman can respect, that kids can respect, that a daughter wants to marry one day. But yeah, challenge yourself, take responsibility, make your life more difficult than it needs to be so that you can be the kind of man when things get difficult, you can handle it.